Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making it mark. Hard way wrestling straight from the heart.
Oh, welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. It is Wednesday, and two of us are awake, and one of us is on his way back to sleep. Gentlemen, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Good evening. How are we doing, boys?
Doing good, doing good. Hey, Ricky, I got a nice comforter and a pillow over here for you if you want.
Oh, don't worry. If you just see me fall face first forward, just ignore it. I'm fine.
Now's the time. Now's the
Just
time. You
resting
have
my eyes.
Mr. Puffer sitting on your lap. That way, when you do fall forward, you have a soft landing. Ricky is still reeling from the weekend. We had a hell of a weekend of wrestling, and yeah, Ricky's trying to wake up. So, boys, we all got together. A bunch of us, Randy and Rob, and a bunch of other people got together for a wrestling Saturday Night's Main Event this weekend. And we're old, but we ended up staying up to almost like 2:00 in the morning. Did it make you feel young again, or did
made me feel tired the next day? Holy mackerel!
I was back up at 6?
Oh gosh,
I was back up at 6.
I was up at 8:30, so like a little past my usual time. Usually, if I get my full 8 hours of sleep, I'm up by 8 o'clock. Work weekends I'm up by 8 o'clock. Work days I'm up by anywhere between 5 and 7. But yeah,
Jealous.
but yeah, no. So
That was a good time. It was a good time. Randy just in the chat. What's up, Randy? Randy said he slept till 10. I'm jealous of that too, because I don't. No matter if I'm getting up at the same time, no matter what, on the weekends. No later than maybe it was 6:30, and I got up and I walked downstairs, tried to be quiet, and Ricky was still in the same spot he was when I went to bed. He was sitting up in a chair, but he had one eye open. He had his whispering eye open. So yeah. You've had some. Yeah, Ricky's like, yeah. Ricky's had some issues this weekend with he had a pipe, but it froze and busted.
Neighbor's pipe. And it leaked through the wall into our unit.
That's unbelievably horrible. Terrible.
Yeah, so now the kitchen floor downstairs is getting tore up.
Okay, well, I guess insurance covered all that stuff, or their insurance covered it, so that's awesome.
Yeah, doesn't do me any good for sleep.
Yeah, you look a little worn out, but we won't stay on here very long. Only about a 2-hour show tonight, so it won't be too bad. By the way, I was when Scotty came on earlier. I was watching a video that was released 4 days ago about PJ scamming people. Just incredible.
Jesus.
Scamming people. As of today, still scamming people.
He is just incredible at scamming people.
Yeah, he's just no credibility is what he should be called. So
we should have just kicked his ass at WrestleCon.
Yeah, he didn't want no. He had no heat, brother. He had no heat. I tell you what. Let me look at something here. Justin Credible. What do you know? I do have his number still right there. It's crazy, you know.
He probably blocked your number as soon as we left his area.
I don't know. There's the area code's 908. Gary, where's it? I don't even know where that's at. Atlanta? That's an Atlanta extension, isn't it? 908.
I have no idea.
I don't know. You have to ask Ludacris. 908, 301. Anyway, there's definitely a 908 with the area code, and maybe the first 3 digits are 812. I don't know. Just maybe. So anyway, let's get into a little bit of wrestling news. We're going to cover Raw. We're going to go to Raw, and we're going to knock out talk about Saturday Night's Main Event a little bit at the end here, and give our fantasy league updates. It just got a little tighter, boys.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, boy. All right. Monday Night Raw started off with Seth freaking... Jesus Christ, there goes the goddamn shit downstairs making noise again. If you can hear that, just let me know.
Okay, so we're doing Raw first? Is that what you want to do? You want to knock out Raw?
I thought that's what you said.
Nope, pizza cutter news, but that's okay. Let's okay, you're into it. Go ahead, knock out the Raw.
All right. So Seth Rollins starts off. He vows to win the Royal Rumble. You know what I'm getting tired of is every one of these guys making the same damn promos on how they're going to win the Royal Rumble.
No, you're going to win. No, you're going to win. No, I'm going to win.
Like, I feel like I've seen the same promo about 20 times in the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Tired of it.
It is and for the women too. The women are all doing the same thing.
And it's not like it's the old school where it's like a 30-second picture-in-picture thing or whatever. It's like while they're coming down to the ring for their match, it's like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I feel like there's only like 4 or 5 matches on each show, and it's like 2.5, 3 hours long.
You know how Collision was during that intro where they were like, they would talk like, you know, we got a match today with CM Punk, and I tell you what, CM Punk, I've had it with you, and tonight on Collision, I'm going to take care of you. And they went to the next one. I feel like that's how it should be. I don't need 2.5 minutes of me telling you you're going to throw people over the top rope. R-Truth. I don't need
it. Yeah. So anyway, he comes out and he says he's going to win the Royal Rumble, and then he's questioning who he wants to challenge for their world title. It should be Gunther or Cody. Gunther comes out and interrupts, and he says he wants Seth to win because he wants to basically beat him. And then we get the return of Logan Paul.
And this was phenomenal because the crowd booed his ass out of the building.
I always feel like they pumped up just a little bit.
Yeah, I always feel like they pumped some of that in. With him and the New Day over the last few weeks, I don't know.
Well, I remember being in the arena for Dom, and that was not pumped in. They hate his guts. And I think they hate Logan's guts too. I think what they do is they turn the mics up on the crowd. Like they turn the other mics up that it sounds. But it's ridiculous. And I give him credit. He pretty much stayed on task. That's very tough to do, to not break cadence and not break or not be, you know,
tell the crowd to shut up 80 times.
Yeah, well, I mean, the worst thing you could do is tell the crowd to shut up.
Yeah.
So Logan Paul says he's the new face of the Netflix era, the new face of the company, and he's declaring himself for the Rumble, and he's going to win. And then Gunther, I'm telling you, I love Gunther. He's like, Seth, I changed my mind. I want you to win the Royal Rumble.
Was it weird seeing Seth and and Gunther standing beside each other, like looking at Logan, like they were getting ready to just kick Logan Paul's ass?
Well, yeah. When Paul's music hit, I can't remember who it was, Gunther or Seth. One of them mouths to the other one. Who is this? Like, you know, like
yes, it was Seth.
It was
Seth.
I
think it was Seth. Yeah.
Who is this? Who you know? What the heck?
They didn't even recognize his music.
Yeah, so
I didn't recognize it at first.
Yeah, it's kind of got a Pat McAfee feel. It's kind of got a Pat McAfee feel to it.
Yeah, my screen froze for a second right as it happened. Wow. So, like, I had to back out and go back in.
It was giving you a chance to turn it off.
Yeah. I didn't even want to get out of my chair. Anyway, Sami Zayn responded to CM Punk after that whole Gunther segment, saying that they're not on the same level. Sami said he agrees, but he has main evented WrestleMania and Punk has not. Then we get War Raiders versus Judgment Day for the tag titles, and big props to JD McDonough for finishing that match. Like you said earlier, Scotty, when we were talking pre-show, it's probably the match of the night. Surprised JD McDonough didn't snap his neck when he did that moonsault off the apron.
First off, there was this match was very physical, and I know that the War Raiders are very physical team. Almost to the point where it looked like there were some real shots thrown in this. Like an accidental shot thrown by JD McDonough at one point, and then a potato, and then another potato, and then poor JD McDonough, who does this moonsault off of the second rope. I think he did a moonsault. It was off the second rope. Lands on, was it Ivar?
I can't remember which one it was.
And
which one?
And overshoots and hits his back of his head, his Pez dispenser head, on the back on the commentary desk. And I was telling you guys earlier, it reminded me of like when your kids are little and their heads are bigger than everything else. My kids' heads are still bigger than their body, but they were walking and just like completely fall forward and crack their head. That's what it seemed like. There was no stopping it. All the momentum in the world and the gravity field around JD McDonough's Funko head. Goddamn. And if anybody tells me wrestling's fake, let me tell you, how that man is feeling today is anything but fake.
Yeah.
I'll you that. He's got he came out with a report which will drop. I think it's already on our Patreon. Go check it out. Patreon, there's all kinds of articles and stuff on there.
Yep.
Free to join. He has broken ribs, punctured lung, and a concussion. And that's just some least of his worries. So, hopefully he gets back soon.
Yeah, probably some whiplash.
Oh, he's just, it was gross. Yeah. And the fact that he hit his head that hard, Dom even broke character.
Yeah.
Dom was like, "Are you okay?" Like, bro, Michael Cole was like, somebody needs to get down here and check him.
Yeah.
So,
and report is the other thing that I've read is that Triple H wanted to call the match early, and JD's like, "No, I'm finishing this. We're going to finish the last few spots."
Yeah.
And work through it. And the one thing that I give them credit for, I watched this match, top to bottom, and even though Dom and JD are the chicken shit heels, they really had a good match against the War Raiders in a very physical style that is not something that you would expect out of a Dom or a JD. Yeah, they can do the high flying moves, but they stood toe to toe with the big guys and held their own in a way which is what made it match of the night to me. And then especially after the JD incident was like, you're going in there and you're still taking, physical moves from these powerhouses when you're hurt like that. And again, we didn't even know the extent of his injuries at that point. We just know, we know the dude, we know the dude's fucked up. Like, there's just no way he can't be after a move like that. So that to me is what made it match of the night, was the fact
I give him props.
Absolutely.
That's a tough spot. The crowd even cheered for him when he got back up. So
I thought I read that he collapsed on his way back to the
supposedly when he got back by
gorilla.
Back to the curtain or back in the gorilla, he collapsed. He passed out.
Yeah. Well, the adrenaline just
adrenaline dump. Yeah.
So War Raiders retain. I guess next week it'll be Dominic and Carlito.
Yeah. What was Carlito wearing? He had one white boot on, or did he have like a?
Yeah, I think he had different color shoes or something.
He leave one of his boots at home or something.
I don't know.
Other funny thing. Call of the night, in my view, Michael Cole. Something Pat McAfee said something about him and McAfee. Cole and McAfee were going back and forth about how
head.
Yeah. No, about God, why is my brain about how Judgment Day always cheats and stuff like that. And Cole's call was, "Oh, so they're the Kansas City Chiefs of the WWF."
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Crickets.
I died laughing. I was like, "Whoa!"
And McAfee had zero response.
Yeah,
it was crickets.
So, but yeah, call the night on that one for Michael Cole. I give him credit on that one. So,
Good,
So
right?
after that match, we got Xavier Woods inviting his family to ringside for his match against Rey Mysterio, which they weren't there at the beginning. Towards the end of the match, they show up and they're all wearing New Day Sucks shirts, and gets Xavier all bent out of shape. Mysterio got the win. And then they also announced that Zelina Vega is moving to SmackDown in the transfer portal. So one less LWO member.
Are they not
Put her in
moving-
that
they're
U.S.
not gonna
title
move them
picture.
all?
No.
Yeah.
Nope, just Zelina. I can see her taking on getting in that women's US title picture
That'd be
now.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Be a good spot for her. I don't know if they're ever going back to Puerto Rico, but if they ever give her a shot at that in Puerto Rico, I think that'd be a good spot to have her win
Yeah.
that.
So then we had Jey Uso coming out, and surprise, surprise, he vows to win the Royal Rumble.
What?
And, yeah, and go win the world title at WrestleMania.
Listen, I'm entering the Royal Rumble right now. I'm going ahead and declare myself. Jonathan Delacroix is going to enter the Rumble, and he is not going to win. I'm declaring I'm not going to win.
I'm declaring for the Rumble, and I'm gonna throw out Zombie Luthez and Zombie Dusty Rhodes,
Oh, baby.
Zombie everybody.
Yeah, baby. Fill me out, baby.
Yeah.
355.
Then we get Liv Morgan and Raquel defeats women's tag champs Bianca Belair and Naomi. Then we get a Penta promo where he declares for the Royal Rumble, and
What?
yeah. I'm sure he said he's going to eliminate everybody as well.
Everybody.
And then he was standing toe to toe with Braun Breaker, so it looks like he may be Braun Breaker's next opponent.
Yeah.
Then we get Paul Heyman down in the ring, and Roman Reigns unveiled cover for the WWE 2K25 cover edition.
This was promo of the night for me. Not because necessarily of everything that Paul said, although his promos are always fantastic, but it was the camera angle that they had, because all you see is Paul standing there talking, and in the background, after they drop the sheet with the 2K cover on it, the camera angle has Paul Heyman in the foreground and Paul Heyman on his knees in ringside in the
corner of the picture.
Picture in the background.
Wait a minute. I missed that part. Did he declare himself to win the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, Paul Heyman is entering the Royal Rumble, and he's
Awesome.
gonna win.
Love it.
So, but no, I just thought, I was laughing at the whole, because I'm watching. I'm like, it's like I'm seeing double of Paul Heyman, because I've got Paul talking in the front and Paul in the background. I was just like, genius. Like, yeah, because it's the thing that cracks me up about it is that Paul Heyman would never be on the cover of any wrestling video game unless he did it this way, and it's just beautiful. So yeah,
I think Drew McIntyre said something about that too during his promo, if I remember correctly.
But he said, but yes, he did say something about that. Yeah,
basically telling him he's like lucky as hell because he went from Brock to Roman.
Yeah.
So after them two had their promo, Drew was still in the ring because he had a match with Sami Zayn, which he won. After the match, Drew continued to attack Sami. We get Cody Rhodes running in to try and make the save, and then Kevin Owens comes in, starts attacking Cody. They're fighting, and we get Drew and Cody in the corner. And Sami comes in for the Helluva kick again, and boom, hits Cody.
Who hasn't he kicked?
Not Drew.
I feel like he came out and kicked JD McDonough during that match too.
He might have, but he hasn't hit Drew yet.
Yeah,
it's about the third
we're
straight
gonna
show
get
in
a
row.
turn here. We're gonna get a turn. It's coming.
I honestly, I think Sami just needs glasses. That's like his eyesight.
Or LASIK.
Yeah, he needs LASIK because his eyesight's so bad he keeps missing the guy he's aiming for. So
Then then as they go to ad commercial break, and then this Cody's getting up, CM Punk comes out and asks Punk if he's his friend, and Punk said he is, and knows that Cody is feeling the pressure of having the target on his back because he's been there. And then Punk declares himself for the Royal Rumble and that he's going to win and challenge Cody.
What? He's not going to just stab him. He's not like the rest of them. He's not going to stab him in the back. He's going to stab him in the front.
Yeah, right in that neck tattoo.
Right in the front area. This was an okay promo, but it seemed a little drawn out.
I'm just tired of the promos about the Royal Rumble already. Like there's about 5 every
Sunday,
show.
Buddy. Sunday.
There's about 5 every show.
Yeah. Well, you know that they got 30 to go. They gotta get them in. And the rumor was that they were actually talking about moving that to 40 person.
Really?
Greatest Royal Rumble.
The greatest Royal Rumble.
No, because that was 50. Greatest Royal Rumble was 50. What was the only time? Didn't they have a 140 man years ago?
They had a 20 man.
Yeah, I've never seen them do over 30 unless it's that one in Saudi.
One year the Rumble was 40. If I remember, I'm going to look this up, but I'm pretty sure one year they had a 40 man Rumble because of some reason. I can't remember, but
right.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you might be right on that, Scotty. I feel like there was one weird year. But again, it might have just been the greatest Royal Rumble, which we only remember because of Titus World Slide.
I remember the greatest Royal Rumble because because of the Titus World Slide. But I remember that was a different because this was before Saudi Arabia that they had 1 year that was like a 40 man. But keep going. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I only see the greatest Royal Rumble,
which was not great at all.
Not at all. Who won that?
Braun Strowman.
Strowman.
Yeah. And then Cody, to close out, Cody said he hopes Punk wins the Royal Rumble so he can face him and prove that he is no longer the best in the world. It was an all right Raw.
2011, the match featured 40 wrestlers.
Okay, yeah. April 4th, 2000. Wait, what?
The first Royal Rumble had 20 wrestlers participating. In 2011, the match featured 40 wrestlers. And in 2000 and in 2018, WWE held a special event called the Greatest Royal Rumble, and that was 50.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because wait a minute, hold on.
Right,
apparently, it's the one that Del Rio won in 2011.
Is that the one where Santino's runner-up?
T-Bone says they did. What's up, T-Bone? He said he did have there was a 40, and there is a 40. We figured it out. So
yep,
yeah.
There we go.
So that was the end of the show.
Not bad.
All right, Raw, I guess.
I think it was 3 million. 3 million viewers, 6 million minutes watched.
Woo! Wow.
On Netflix. That was the numbers I saw. So it was down. It was actually down from the prior week. So yeah.
What do you know what the prior week was by chance?
I had to pull it back up. I don't have it in front of me. But yeah, I remember seeing it through WrestleNomics. So
yep.
All right, good job. All right, well, let's get into a couple pizza cutter news, and we'll get into Saturday night's main event. Oh, pizza cutter news. We haven't done pizza cutter. Well, actually, we do pizza cutter news, but I keep forgetting
to hit the video.
So, boys, do we need another place to watch AEW?
Not really.
I don't think so, but Amazon Prime Video to be another.
We watch AEW.
Try to. I watch Dynamite. I don't watch. I try to watch Collision. I do watch when Lady Frost is on because kind of like Lady Frost. So I think she needs to be on the main roster. And I say main roster. That means Dynamite. That doesn't mean Collision.
Or Ring of Honor.
Amazon Prime Video to be another carrier selling AEW pay-per-views in 2025. Amazon Prime Video most likely be added to the list of digital carriers selling AEW pay-per-views this year. WrestleNomics has learned. This hasn't been confirmed by AEW or Prime Video, both which they reached out to, and there has been no response. So this is just a rumor as of now, but I think it's a pretty good rumor. It is expected that AEW pay-per-views will be available for purchase on Prime. So this is basically they're going to get rid of Fight and wherever these other people are that they're using. Can't remember what the other ones are right now, but Bleacher Report, which is fucking god awful.
Yep.
Users likely won't need to be paying Prime members, be paid Prime members to be buying the pay-per-view, similar to how users can buy or rent to buy movies on Prime, regardless of whether they're Prime members or not. So that's the rumor as of now. I mean, hopefully we'll get some clarification on that. I already have Prime. I mean, I would, if I'm going to buy it and the little cheater thing doesn't work. Yeah, I'll watch it on Prime. Right.
Well, and here's my take on it.
You're not going to have to worry about Prime buffering. Bleacher
Yes.
Report is fucking god awful.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just comes in and out, or it just stops and spins, and then you're getting messages from your friends in the chat that, oh my God, did you see what happened to Ricky Starks? And you're like, oh my God, I'm still on the match before.
But yeah, that's what I was gonna say, was that, you know, I'm not necessarily a fan of AEW or their pay-per-views, but if you are giving us a reasonable place with a solid backbone, that, you know, Amazon Prime is a solid backbone to be able to broadcast your pay-per-views on and be able to buy them and stuff like that, then sure, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down for that. I feel like that is a, you know, and because we don't even know how they would do it on Max. I mean,
So is that so? Let me get it. I'm not sure. Was Max supposed to carry the pay-per-views also?
That's what I originally thought.
Why, if you have Max, why would you pay for it on Prime?
But here's the thing. What if people don't have it on Max, but don't still watch it on actual cable, watch the stuff, and want to buy?
So how much is Prime a month?
I don't
know. How much is that pay-per-view? $50, right? Probably $50.
Try like $60.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's just say it's $60. How much is a subscription to Max? Not $60.
But here's the thing. They're not doing, from what I understood when the whole deal went down, Max isn't carrying the pay-per-views the way Peacock carried the WWE pay-per-views. What Max is doing the same deal as Amazon, and you buy the pay-per-views as a separate cost. So you have Max, and you can watch Dynamite, but you still have to buy the pay-per-views as a separate cost on Max. Now they're going to be cheaper on Max, from what I understand, or what I understood at the time, but there's still going to be an extra cost involved.
I'm okay if it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I'll stick with Max.
Yeah, but I'm just overall, I still say, again, if you don't have Max, but you again, if somebody has cable but doesn't have Max and still wants to watch the AEW pay-per-view, there you go. Because like they said in that article, you don't have to be a Prime member to buy the pay-per-view.
Right.
So in my view, that actually works out a little bit better, because one, you don't have to have cable to buy the pay-per-view. So you don't have to be on a pay-per-view channel or do this or do that. You can just go on a streaming service that you don't have to be a member of, that you're not paying $15.
But that's how it is now. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you can go on Bleacher Report. I mean, Bleacher Report's an app on your Roku or whatever.
Yes, but you can go on a reliable. Is what I'm trying to say. You can go on a reliable website, because Prime is reliable. You know you're not going to have issues with the show buffering or this or blacking out or whatever, unless it breaks their neck. So I think Prime is a better alternative than using some of these cheap ones that they've been using for the last 5 years.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the last couple. They've been they've been god awful. All right, former NWO member goes to jail. Boys, did you see this? Buff the
No.
stuff. Buff Bagwell took to YouTube Monday with a shocking announcement and to assure fans that he is fine. The surprise, well, Bagwell, who has had legal issues around his sobriety in years past, said he was slated to be booked into jail in Georgia on Monday. But the good news is, per the former WCW wrestler and NWO star, it was nothing to do with his relapse. Today we are just here to tell everybody that I'm good. This is from Bagwell. Bagwell said, please don't fall into the rumors. Oh, Bagwell did it again. He's relapsed. I want everybody to know that I am doing great. Bagwell said that he was slated to serve 3 days behind bars for a jail sanction. So I watched this. I'll continue to read here in a second. I watched this this video the other day. I don't know if you guys caught this or not.
No.
He basically, something happened a couple years ago. There was a traffic. He had a DUI 2020, I think, something like that. And part of this program he was in, he can't make any mistakes. So he must have gotten, from what I understand, he must have gotten pulled over, and he had something wrong with his license. Well, because the program he is in is really strict, 4 years later, he's going to jail for it. So that's basically what it is. So the video I watched, I'm not going to read the whole article, but the video I watched basically saying he's doing good. He's in a good spot. He's closer to God than he's ever been.
It's always encouraging to hear.
Yeah. So again, I just did a show with Buff. Yeah. Anyway,
The one where he didn't remember you were there.
one day
he was there.
He was so high. No, I'm kidding. He didn't remember. So and I'll just go into the story real quick. I did a show back in 1990. I think it was 99 or 2000. 99, maybe 2000. Anyway, it was him and Jimmy Superfly Snuka and Gilbert on the card. I tried to talk to Buff. I had seen Buff in 25 years. I said, hey, man, I just wanted to, talk to you. I hadn't seen you in 25 years. I did a show in Culpeper, Virginia. He goes, nope. No, I said, yeah, no. I promise it was you. He goes, nope, wasn't me. I was still with WCW. So I was like, okay, Marcus. I'm sorry. I don't know how to continue this conversation anymore, man. Have a good evening. But anyway, he clearly did not remember the altercation or the match that night. So he seems to have a pretty good memory from what I understand. Except for that, because him, Gilbert, and Snuka, rest in peace, were so high. So high. So anyway, they were on the roof during that fucking match. That's how high they were. Anyway, he's doing good. He's gonna spend a couple days in jail. I think he turned himself in on Monday. He'll get out, I guess, tomorrow. So anyway, he's fine, boys. He's fine. So that was it for Pizza Cutter News. That article will be up on our Patreon if you want to read the whole thing. So anyway, Saturday nights.
I was going to say with some other quick Pizza Cutter news, what's up with the injury bug here lately?
With?
They said Dakota Kai, she's got a concussion. She may not make the women's rumble. I thought I saw something. Apollo Crews is hurt as well.
He just got hurt the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wrestling. It's fake.
Dropping like flies.
Yeah, it's fake. These injuries are fake. So. Good thing they didn't put that belt on Dakota. I think they knew the writing on the wall with Dakota with her injury issues and stuff. So,
yeah. That was a pretty stiff drop kick she did take from, was it Zoe Stark, I think?
Yeah. Yes. The one where Zoe sprungboard off the top rope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty gross.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool, though. Anyway, let's Ricky, let's get into Saturday night's main event. We had 4 matches on the card and a contract signing. Overall, Saturday night's main event, boys, you tell me. It was okay. It was all right. One surprise, bursitis is damn bursitis is spreading. It is, Kevin. Kevin, you know what, Kevin? Well, I got you on here before we get into Saturday night's main event. Those who don't know Kevin Erickson, he dresses up as Deadpool. He comes to ATCW. He's probably one of the best fans. Good, just good all around. I'm about to jerk you off here, Kevin. Just a good overall. I am gonna spank the shit out of that thing right now. Buckle up.
He's giving you the rub.
I want to talk about Kevin. He goes out of his way. They do the awards every year for ATCW. By the way, Jonathan Cross, back-to-back years of moment of the year. I mean, that's all I do is moments. Can't do anything else but moments. So Kevin puts awards together. He actually, they put the awards together between the Golden Tongue and Dennis Williams. They put all that tired but bring it, buddy, out. I'm gonna get you there. Evan and DW, they put the awards together. They put it out there. People vote on them. And then these guys, Kevin and his buddies, they put together these plaques. And I'm not gonna I don't have it behind me here.
Don't get up because you'll fuck your microphone
up. They put these wooden plaques together. They put these. Where's this? Pizza cutter, markers, fucking cash,
dildo,
scissors. What is going on?
There's probably a pound of flour in there.
Bullet Club. Oh my God, you don't even know where this flour was coming. Anyway, they put these awards together, moments of the year, and all kinds of different wrestler of the year and that kind of stuff. They also do these coins. I don't know if you can see these coins. Yep. Everybody, that looks like a 6. You might want to fix your fucking handwriting. But anyway,
I think I said that too.
Oh, did you? Oh, you got one too. Did you guys? Yeah. You got one too. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like it says 26-24.
Yeah. I like it though. I'm probably going to be there that long. They spend their own money. These things are not cheap. They probably spend $1,000 on all this stuff, putting it together. This year they did cards. These are limited edition cards. I think I have 3 of them. 2 of them now. One of them I gave to Huck for beating up Brian Hardy. But they got these limited edition cards. They really are a huge part of what we do at ATCW in a lot of ways. When you're talking about fans deciding who they like and they don't like, these guys are the Cisco and Ebert of ATCW.
Yeah.
If these guys are talking about somebody having poopy pants, that person's gonna have poopy pants. Right? So, if they're yelling at a guy because he looks like a tomato, most likely he does look like a tomato. Like they come dressed to impress. They got different outfits.
Jurassic Hardy is still my favorite.
The Jurassic Hardy, that's a good one. The dinosaur outfit.
Dinosaur. So, I about spit my Dr. Pepper out of my mouth when I saw the head of that dinosaur coming through the door.
If you notice, everybody that these guys torture doesn't come back. I'm just saying, they just Hunter Blaze not here, right? They love Ishmael, but Ishmael couldn't take it, so he's not there. So these guys, we are the asshole ass in the hole, but you really are. You are the stink wrinkle of ATCW. So, but they.
And the funny thing is, I have never seen guys give the referees so much grief.
Stop touching your hair, Eddie. Stop touching your hair, Eddie.
Funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. Like
so
the
great.
refs, the ring announcer, the entire crew gets something.
When's the last time that Brandon's been cheered? Never. Or Brandon gets booed. But anyway, these guys are the backbone of ATCW, and I can't do it while I'm there because I hate your guts. But actually, I don't. I think they're great. Either way, because they're heels just like me, and I love every second of that. But I can't begin to thank you guys and on behalf of everybody at ATCW and the guys here at Hardway, we really appreciate it. You guys kill it every year, and these plaques and these awards are awesome. I know I said, stop voting for me. Keep voting for me. I'm good with it. I'm good with it because I need these plaques. These plaques are awesome. So
We sit by
Kevin,
them every
what's that?
show. We sit by them every show. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, we get the entertainment
should
from the
charge
wrestling
money for
matches,
seats
and then
near
we
them.
get entertainment from them heckling all the wrestlers. It's hilarious.
Yeah, they should charge extra to sit by those guys because they're a good time and they're fun. The one dude I can't remember what his name is. My apologies. Has stage 4 cancer. Probably shouldn't put that out there. It's not anybody's business. But the guy, well, he's Secret Service. He'd shoot you if he had to. But they have they're good people. They're really good people.
Can I tell a quick Kevin story? First time going to ATCW, like never didn't know anybody other than Jason and a couple of the other guys there. Sat near Kevin, not knowing what to expect. I had heard about Deadpool, but I was just
sorry.
I don't want to
He
know.
said, "We love you guys too, but get over it quickly because no one is safe ever." And that's true.
It is true.
Absolutely true.
But
that's absolutely true.
I honestly, the first time I sat near Kevin and listening to him go off, I didn't know who was under that mask. I did not know he was an adult. I just thought he was a 13-year-old kid.
He
Okay?
basically is.
He basically is, but I'm like, dude, really? Like the way he was going off. And then when I finally got to meet the man under the mask and realized who he was, and then the stuff that came out of his mouth over the next several times that I was there, and yeah, like I fell in love with the guy and loved what he does. Love him as a fan. He makes the entire experience like it's great what Chucky does with ATCW, and it's great, the what the wrestlers do, but it's that fan interaction and what Kevin and his crew do in particular that really help elevate these guys and make them more heels or more baby faces or whatever. So yeah, like guys, like we salute you. Like you're awesome. So
yeah, we love them. So anyway, piss off, Kevin. We'll get ready to. All right, let's get into Saturday night's main event here. Ricky, is this you? Are you doing this, Ricky?
You said you were doing Saturday night.
You want me to
main
do
event.
this? Okay, I can search it down here real quick here.
Overall, very quickly again, like Jason said a second ago, like an okay event. Like Ricky, what did you think? And I again,
it was all right. It wasn't the greatest.
It wasn't the greatest, but I mean, it definitely, out of 5, I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. So
yeah, I'd probably go about 3.5 pizza cutters as well.
Yeah,
it had its moments, but it wasn't as good as the last one, I don't think.
All right, well, let's get into it. Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax kicked off the night. Nia Jax continues to impress. They keep putting her these big, prominent spots.
I thought
huge.
I thought she killed Rhea with that bonsai drop or annihilator on her back.
So Rhea was hurt after this match.
Yeah, I heard they knocked the wind out of her.
Yeah, she got hurt during this match because wrestling's fake. So, but Rhea Ripley retains her title. I don't know what they're going to do here with, like we talked about the other day. They get through this match. I believe that Nia's focus is going to be Tiffany. So, but
no, she's going to win. She's going to win the Royal Rumble. She's going to.
Did she say it yet?
Yeah, I think so. She's going to yeet 30 women or 29 women over, and she's going to win a world title.
Well, I still think we need a Becky Nia Jax. We still need some more of that.
Yeah. And Nia needs to break the fuck out of her nose too. Like,
damn.
Scotty, did you just root for Nia?
Oh no, it's the other way. Nia needs to get her nose broken. I'm sorry. I said it back.
Okay.
We know what you meant.
Yeah.
We know what you meant. We had Braun Breaker versus Sheamus for the Intercontinental title. 2 people picked Jumbo Jennifer Lopez. That's it. I can't. Who yelled that? Somebody yelled that.
Was Randy?
Was it Randy? I mean, I'm dying.
Yeah.
At our party, somebody yelled "Jumbo Jennifer Lopez."
For a little bit.
Pretty funny. Yeah. Anyway, Braun Breaker versus Sheamus. Two people in our fantasy league picked Sheamus to win. They went against exactly what I told them. One of them says she listens to the podcast all the time and went the other way because she heard me talking about him in the car. Sheamus winning, but he did not win. Braun Breaker retains.
Beautiful spear, by the way, by Braun Breaker. A move of the night on that show was that spear was like out of mid, like Braun's literally like vertical in midair, like what, a couple of feet off the floor, and takes Sheamus out in midair. Like Mike, I don't know.
He jumped off the stairs, didn't he? Did he jump off the stairs?
Yeah, Sheamus jumped off the stairs and Braun caught him midair, and it was gorgeous. One of the best things I've ever seen. So
yeah, he hit him so hard he became even more transparent.
We had a ladder match contract signing with how apropos Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, the man who always takes his ball and goes home.
That's right. Shawn didn't have a smile in this whole contract sign, so I don't know if he lost it again or what the deal was. But we get a terrible super kick from Shawn Michaels.
It wasn't a sunny day for Shawn.
It absolutely wasn't. It wasn't. So anyway, all hell breaks loose. Shawn gets shoved, and then Shawn hits RKO, which hits KO, who had the best shirt on.
Yeah.
Cody sucks eggs. Egg sucking dog.
Look, I give them a lot of credit with KO right now, and like they're tapping into his like who he is as a person. Like people who talk about working with him love working with him or hate working with him, but they, he's an obnoxious asshole, and they're pulling this out of him on screen and really making this work well as who he is on screen. So it definitely, all the shirts he's been wearing over the last, because the week before he had the Cody, or was it Kevin Owens, the American Dream Kevin Owens, son of an electrical salesman or something like that.
Son of oh shit, what was he? Son of a electro engineer or something. Some sort of engineer. Yeah.
To that effect, it was hysterical. Like these shirts that they've been doing, and I forget about the other one. There was one a couple weeks back. There was another.
Have we heard if Kevin Owens signed yet?
Oh yeah, I mean we haven't heard, but there's no chance he hasn't at this point. Like, because his contract was up at the beginning of the year, right, or at the end of last year?
At the end of December. Yeah.
So unless
you picked him to go to AEW and hang out with his boys.
I did. I didn't like. At this point, I don't know. Like, if they're offering him, I don't know if they're offering him Tony Khan money, but I'm wondering if they offered him a significant sum to stay. And unless he's working per date, but he's been on.
I doubt it.
He's been on every show, so it's been crazy.
Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman. This match did not go the way anybody thought. We all thought that Fatu would win this, but he loses per disqualification.
Yeah, after he yeeted the ref out.
Yeah. He absolutely beat the piss out of Braun Strowman. So, I mean, if you want to show dominance, Strowman is the guy you want to beat. That's the guy you want to beat the snot out of.
Yeah. So now this is the match that
pissed me off. Points.
This is the match that pissed me off, especially for our fantasy group, because it was like, all right, I was like, I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna have Jacob win. There's no chance he's not. And then they got the DQ, and I'm like, you sons of bitches. We're gonna throw that at us, and don't you know some of us have a fantasy league to try to win here? And
in our fantasy league, if there is a disqualification or no contest, all the points are taken off the board for that match. So which has happened to me a few times. Actually, one of them cost me a title when they pulled the match off the card. So the day of or the night of. So anyway, Jacob
Yeah.
Fatu. I don't know how hard he hit Braun Strowman, but he was bleeding from the mouth. It was a blood capsule, 100% a blood capsule. Yeah. So
it was too bright red.
Anyway, the main event: Jey Uso versus the Ring General, Gunther. We knew Gunther was going to win this match, right? We were all positive of that. Is it me or Jey does not impress me?
Yeah.
I think his entrance is pretty starting to wear on me a little bit because I don't need a 20-minute Jey entrance. His entrance is cool. The crowd loves the entrance, but when that bell rings, he's okay. He's not the greatest.
He doesn't have a big move set. He has like 3 moves, and 2.5 of them are super kicks.
His promos are not the greatest. I don't know. He relies on a lot of the crowd yeeting after everything he says, and I don't know. This is a guy that might not ever win a title or win another title. I don't think he needs it because the crowd is over with the crowd, all the marks. But he's just not. I don't know.
Very quick, going back to Monday Night Raw. If you watch him, so he's doing the crowd thing. He comes down to the ring. The reason his promos aren't good, if you watch him when he's up on the table and he's doing, he stops in between every sentence and lets the crowd yeet, it's because he's freaking winded. If you notice, after all the up, the up and down and all that stuff, he is so winded that he can't get out a full sentence without having to stop and take a deep breath.
Do that again, Scotty. What was that?
After all the
still looks better than Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Could Michael Cole be any more Caucasian?
Any more of a fucking dork?
Stop already.
But I think that's going to why he's not as good on the mic. It's the winded part. But even like you said, the matches aren't necessarily impressive. He's better as a tag team. He's better because him and Jimmy can kind of hide their weaknesses behind each other and kind of, do things that are impressive and really get the crowd going. But when you're in a single, you literally have to stand out there on your own and you have to have something to stand on. And if you don't have the move set and the promo and you got the crowd reaction, but that's about it with him. So, they really need to kind of get him and Jimmy back together and, officially get them back in the tag team world. I think they're better off in that component.
I think he's meant to be a single star. I think it's just going to take more time. I don't know. For me, it just doesn't do it. That's just me. So, all right. Well, let's get into the points, updated points for the Fantasy League. If you would like to join the Fantasy League, it runs 2 months consecutively, but you can jump in at any time. There is a Money in the Bank, which right now it's a Jesse in the Bank because Jesse owns the Money in the Bank. It's all points based. There were 10 points possible for this last Saturday for Saturday night's main event. Royal Rumble is coming up this Saturday, which is also involved in it's all pay-per-view stuff really. And then we added the Saturday night's main event in here because it was very light going in January here. So anyway, if you're interested in joining the Fantasy League, go to our Patreon. It's $5 a month. It's fun. We talk shit, blah, blah, blah. You know it. It's fun. Anyway, there were Saturday night's main event. There were 10 possible points. Randy led the night with 9 points. He must have put 1 point onto Jacob Fatu. That match, he got that one wrong. Rob with 8, Scott was 7, myself was 7, Rick was 6, Micah was 6, Suze was 6, and Jesse with 5. So that stings because Jesse was leading at the time. So our updated points, our leaderboard, we have a new leader with 15 points, Randy. Nice little nice little jobber Saturday night here. So, but Randy got his 15 points. Jesse in second with 14. Rick in third with 13. Tied with me with 13. Micah with 11. Rob with 11. Suze with 11. And Scott with 11. It's still super tight there, boys.
Scotty, no bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
But-
be anxious to see when Jessie decides she's going to cash in that money in the bank. She could have cashed it into last one and took it immediately. Took championship immediately. So, but anyway, that's it. That's it, boys. That's going to do it here for Hard Way Wrestling. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Kevin and Randy and everybody's in the chat. Appreciate you. TikTok, Instagram. Actually, we're not on Instagram right now because I'm suspended from Instagram.
Well,
So I posted that video, that one where Rick Rude pulled the girl's skirt up and flipped her upside down, and said, "Name the finisher." And I got suspended.
it's like he was walking around playing a tuba.
He was trying to blow her up like a fucking balloon. But I got suspended for posting it. So
Name the finisher, the suspension.
it's funny how, like, on YouTube you can on Instagram you could post like current music and stuff like that. It allows you to, but you can't do it on Facebook. And it's the same company. But the video of Rick Rude doing that went up on the Hardway page on YouTube, on Facebook, but it got suspended on Instagram. So I don't. Everybody's guidelines are different, I guess.
Darn Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. Please go like and subscribe, ring the bell, go join the Patreon. Helps us out, $5 a month. You can't beat it. Check us out everywhere we're going to be. We are now booked for the Maryland Toy Expo in June. Just spoke to the gentleman the other day. I think I sent you guys a message about it. We are on the books for that. And that's it, boys. That's it. We'll be
Yeet.
back Friday for Rick's Picks. If you got, we're going to be back for.
It's time for Rick's.
That's right. Rick's Picks on Friday for the Royal Rumble. We're going to have some other guests on too. Jeremy could be back for that one. I did put it in the chat. So we might have Rob on. So we're going to have our Royal Rumble review. And that's it, boys. That's it. So
Yeah.
for Hard Way Wrestling, Ricky, Scotty, and myself, we'll see you Friday.
On the hard way.
Hey!